This is Spud here from HitStartNow.com, coming at you with another quick hit. It's been a few weeks since I've been here, and I apologise. We've been crazy busy here at HitStartNow.com, so I just haven't quite had the time. But we're back up and on now, and I'm going to kick things off with the new Bayonetta game. Now, I've been a big fan of Bayonetta since the first one. I remember downloading the demo before it was released, and it blew my fucking mind, man. I was all about it. I was crazy about this game. I remember picking that and Darksiders up the same day. I don't blow that amount of cash on video games. I don't have that kind of cash. But I was throwing it out there because I needed these games. These were quality fucking games. You know, Bayonetta did everything I wanted a game to do. It was fast. It was fun. It was silly. It was crazy. It was absolutely nuts. And I needed it. It was like Devil May Cry on crack. That's what it was like. And I absolutely loved it. So, of course, I was disappointed when I heard that Bayonetta 2 was never going to get released. And I was delighted then when I heard that things had changed and Nintendo were buying it. Delighted. Couldn't get enough of that. I was like, yes, fucking Bayonetta is back, man. I might not get to play it. I don't have a Wii U, but Bayonetta is back. And against all odds, Bayonetta 2 has beaten all the scores I can think of. It's getting fucking 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 98, 99% on fucking every site I go to. Now, I know you're looking at me and you're saying to yourself, but Spud, you said you don't believe in scores. Scores can't sum up a game, blah, 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 blah. This is true. This is true. I did say that, and I do sound like that. That's an accurate impersonation. But, no, I don't believe scores sum up a game. I really don't. But when a game like Bayonetta comes along and steals these kind of scores, it should make your ears break up. It should make it take notice, because games like this don't score huge scores. You know, games like Call of Duty score huge scores. Games like fucking FIFA, yearly installments and obvious stuff. All the Legend of Zeldas that bound to have huge scores. All the Grand Theft Autos are destined for huge scores. But hardcore gaming hack and slash titles, that doesn't fucking happen. In fact, the only time I can really think of that happening and one blowing me away with huge scores like that before Bayonetta 2 came along was the first Bayonetta. You know. So no, I'm not a believer in scores. And I stand by what I said on that episode. But I do think that when games break the mold like this, it should be fucking recognised. And Bayonetta 2 deserves recognition. Bayonetta as a franchise deserves recognition because it's so outrageous and so hardcore that it's absolutely class. It's real. It sounds like a fucking porno site. It's real hardcore action. That's what it is. You know, like the story is silly. The story was silly in the first one. I didn't care because it did everything I wanted it to do. Hack and slash is probably my favourite genre. It's a toss-up between that and fighting games. I can never tell which I love more because I'm so into both of them. Your Devil May Cry's, your Splatterhouses, your even Vanquish, which isn't quite hack and slash, but it's the same level of action. Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. The list goes on. God of War, Dante's Inferno, Conan. I love these games. Absolutely love them. And to see one hitting this kind of score in this day and age, that's something. That's worth listening. That's worth recognising. You know, and that could do huge things for hack and slash as a genre. You know, because it's not a game it's not a genre that's kicking out game after game. It's not. It should be because it's class. But it's not. And it's probably better off that it's not. That way it doesn't get overkill. You know what I mean? It doesn't get fucking boring like first-person shooters have on 360 and PS3. That generation, full of military first-person shooters, they got boring because of it. You know, so it's probably better off that we don't have that many hack and slash games being kicked out. But it would be nice to see more. It's a genre that I always love diving into. It's a genre that's very hard to get right, but once you get it right, it's absolutely fantastic. You know, Devil May Cry 3, Dante's Awakening, is one of my all-time favourite games. It's hard. It's fast. It's got great storylines. It's got amusing characters. You know, it's a game you can invest yourself in, and it's a game that will challenge you as a player. That's what I want from video games. You know what I mean? That's what they're all about to me. So I suppose Bayonetta scoring these big scores is fantastic in my eyes. Maybe it will make people notice Bayonetta, and it will make them think, hang on, what's this game getting 10 out of 10 over here? I've never heard of no fucking Bayonetta. Who the fuck is this chick and why she got pistols attached to her stilettos? I might pick it up and find out what the story is. I say rock and roll. I say do that shit, man. Pick it up. You haven't played the first one. Pick it up. You'll get it for about €4 these days. You know, and if you can find a better game for that price, let me know, because I want a copy of it. You know, I think you gotta play it. But maybe this will make people stand up and recognise, because the reason that Bayonetta as a franchise almost went under was because the first game, which also scored huge, didn't do well in sales. You know, and I can imagine why. I can see the attitude that goes with it. You've got two kind of polar opposite attitudes for it, and neither of them bode well. You know, on one side you've got kind of that feminist view who don't like the idea of a woman who strips halfway through a fight because her suit is made out of her hair, and her hair is a weapon and also a dragon, and I can see where they're coming from. That's fair enough. You know, it is kind of sleazy. She does pull a lot of kind of poses. You know, and yeah, you're not going to play it in front of your fucking granny. That's fair enough. I can see where people are coming with that. On the polar opposite, you've got the schoolboy side of things. You know, which is like, I'm not playing that. So that's gay. You know that attitude. You've seen that attitude. They notice that your target is a pair of lips, and there's a girly dance version of Fly Me to the Moon playing in the background, and everything's a bit, what's the word I'm looking for, flamboyant. So they don't want to touch it, because it's gay. You know that attitude. It's a bullshit attitude. Both these sides are not going to bode well for Bayonetta. But unfortunately, in between then, you've got guys like me, and we're just like, give me a fucking good video game, and that's exactly what Bayonetta is. And this is why it didn't sell well, because of these two kind of polar opposite sides. And it's a pity, because the franchise almost went under. You know, and it would have been a shame to lose. Platinum Games being one of the better game companies on the planet. You know, and it would have been a shame to lose a franchise like this. At the same time though, look at the Wii U. They said just a couple of months ago on the podcast, we gave kind of a hats off and almost a 1 minute silence to Nintendo, because it sounded like they were going under and the Wii U was going to be dead. Now, Bayonetta 2, a dead franchise, comes out on the Wii U, a dead console. If this blows up, this will be one of the greatest fucking turns in gaming history. This will be two fucking zombie things coming back and kicking ass. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the Wii U taking off at full speed now, which it looks like it's going to, like Splatoon, Zelda, Hyrule Warriors, Yoshi's Woolly World, and all these fantastic games coming out for it. It looks like it's going to take off. But can you imagine that turnaround? That in your face to those who said it was dead. It'd be absolutely amazing. You know, it would be absolutely amazing. And fucking Bayonetta fronting that thing with a huge fucking 10 out of 10 score, and are, by the looks of it, stunning action sequences. This is the game to play this year. That's what I reckon. This is the game to play. Get yourself a Wii U, get yourself a copy of Bayonetta 2, and then give me a loan of it. This is Spud from HitStartNow.com, signing off. Good luck. Thank you very much for watching more about HitStartNow.com Quick Hits. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe. You can also catch us at HitStartNow.com, where we have written reviews, monthly blogs, infamous monthly podcasts. You can catch us as well on @HitStartNow on Twitter and /HitStartNow on Facebook. All of these will be linked down below in the description. Thank you very much.